Have you guys seen Inside Out 2? I haven't even seen Inside Out 1, but Inside Out 2, I saw that in theaters a couple weeks ago, and when I tell you that actually might be like my new favorite movie, and I'm so shocked because I have a thing with animated films. Like, I'm very particular about the animated films that I watch. I don't know why. I don't know. Sometimes they're just a lot. Like, sometimes they're just a lot to process. Like, Soul was one of the last ones that I saw. And man, like, Soul was heavy, and I knew Inside Out was going to be heavy, so I didn't watch it. But my friend brought up to me that they wanted to see Inside Out 2, and at first I said no. I'm like, do you want me to get into my feelings or what? But then I just gave in. Then I just gave in to watching it because, I don't know, something just hit me, it was probably God. Like, you need to go see this movie, girl. So I went to go see Inside Out 2, and this has to be one of the best movies that I've seen in a while. Basically, this girl, she's like a preteen, teen, something like that, has emotions that are like personalities, or like their own little beings in her mind or in her being, whatever. I actually don't know, like, was it in her head? I don't know. But like, she has joy, she has anger, she has disgust, she has fear, and she has sadness. And they all have their own like little personalities and those emotions personified. And they all live within this one person. And it's so interesting. There's like a control board, and at any moment, any of these like emotions can take control of the board. And because she's growing and she's like aging, she starts to develop new emotions. So new emotions are moving in, and that includes anxiety. It includes embarrassment. And basically it kind of shakes up. I don't want to like ruin the story for anybody who hasn't seen it, but introducing these new emotions kind of shakes up what's going on inside. And one of the things that I really, really loved was how well they executed and explained what it's like for these emotions to basically take control of the control center. Also, like, they had this system in place where like certain memories would be stored, but the memories that she didn't want to really focus on would just go to the back of her mind, basically. And I think that that's very interesting because it's how we process things. Or I'm going to speak for myself, like things that we don't necessarily want to see or want to believe about ourselves or remember, we store in the back of our mind, and we suppress these things. And what I really enjoyed about the movie was how it humanized all of these emotions and normalized all of these emotions. And I don't know, guys, I just thought it was really beautiful. I thought it was so beautiful. And if I ever have kids, or even if I don't have kids, if I just sense someone in need of the messages that are in that movie, I'm going to highly recommend. It was a very beautiful movie, and I kind of don't know if I want to see Inside Out 1, just because Inside Out 2, oh my gosh, I forgot to say, I was crying like a baby in the theater for Inside Out 2. I was crying like flow. Like, I wasn't like that, but the tears were flowing like nonstop for maybe like the last like 30 minutes or so. They were flowing because I just knew that message was for me. Like, I was meant to see that message at that time that I did. And I'll just say that it's really amazing how God works. I'm just gonna say that it's really amazing. But Inside Out 2 is one of the best movies that I have seen in a long time, and it's probably going on the list of one of my favorite movies. And just for context, I don't have like the most like critically acclaimed kind of favorite movies list. Like, my favorite movies for the majority of my life have been Scream and Ghost. I'm very like 90s grungy, thrillery, dark kind of nostalgic movie lover kind of person. Like, that's usually what I like. It's hard for me to watch a new movie and think that it's going to be one of my favorite movies, because I love movies that are nostalgic. But Inside Out 2 really left an impression on me, and I cannot wait to see it again. And I can't wait for the day that I could show it to someone and watch it have the same effect that it had on me when I watched it. But yeah, go and see Inside Out 2. And this isn't even sponsored, but go and see Inside Out 2. Take your friends, your kids, and you. Take your boo. Go see Inside Out 2 and watch how it turns your heart inside out. It's gonna be out on your chest because it's such a sweet, beautiful movie. I just went on a tangent. Like, I literally was recording another video and then just decided to talk about Inside Out 2. But yeah.